The All-Parties Hurriyat Conference has expressed serious concern over the surge in the Indian state terrorism unleashed by Narendra Modi-led fascist Indian government across Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir to suppress the Kashmiris' just struggle for securing their right to self-determination. The APHC spokesman in a statement issued in Srinagar said the killing of 11 youth in FAC encounters in Srinagar, Ganderbal, Pulwama and Kupwara areas and arrest of dozens others in the last few days during so-called coordinated search operations is the worst display of brutal Indian imperialism. He urged the United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres to take cognizance of the widespread killings, illegal detentions, and other human rights violations by Indian troops in Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir and initiate measures for settling the Kashmir dispute in accordance with the relevant United Nations resolutions. Meanwhile, Indian police arrested 6 youth during house raids in Kupwara, Pampore and other areas of Pulwama district. Indian troops and paramilitary personnel continued coordinated search operations in different areas of Srinagar, Baramulla, Bandipora, Ganderbal, Pulwama, Islamabad, Shopian and Kulgam districts, subjecting the residents to intimidation and harassment. Speakers of a webinar hosted by Kashmir Institute of International Relations in collaboration with World Muslim Conference expressed grave concern over the rising cases of reprisals against the Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir rights activists who have been directly or indirectly engaged with the United Nations and other international organizations on human rights issues. The webinar, held as a sideline event of the ongoing 49th session of the United Nations Human Rights Council, was attended and addressed by prominent human rights activists, international law experts, and academicians from different parts of the world. Pakistan has flatly rejected India's bogus objection to the OIC's invitation to the Kashmiri leadership to attend the OIC's Council of Foreign Ministers' 48th session to be held in Islamabad on Tuesday. While urging India not to obstruct the participation of true representatives of the Kashmiri people in the OIC meeting, Foreign Office spokesperson Asim Iftikhar said the OIC has consistently supported the just struggle of Kashmiri people for their right to self-determination and has traditionally invited the Kashmiri leadership to attend its meetings. National Conference Vice President Umar Abdullah, speaking to reporters at the sideline of a rally in Kulgam today, termed the controversial film The Kashmir Files as a concocted story, saying that many lies have been projected in the movie. He also said the film has spoiled the plans to safely bring the displaced Kashmiri Pandits back to their native homes in the Kashmir Valley. Amid growing fear triggered by screening of the so-called Kashmir Files movie, Kashmiris in the UK were urged to file petitions against the propaganda film to avert any mischief in view of the anti-Muslim hate propagated by the Indian movie. Fahim Kiani, the president of the Sada-e-Hurriyet Kashmir UK, warned that the after effects of the movie are alarming and can hurt Kashmiris in the UK. On the other hand, cinema halls screening the controversial film in India have become hubs of jingoism where Hindutva activists and anti-social elements are giving vent to their deep-seated hatred for Muslims. Video clips have emerged on social media showing crowds in frenzy raising aggressive slogans against the Muslims. Crowds can be seen calling for genocide of Muslims with impunity. The movie is feigning communal hatred by exaggerating claims on the violence against the Kashmiri Pandits who fled their homes when the Kashmiris intensified their indigenous freedom struggle against India's illegal occupation in Jammu and Kashmir in 1989. The then so-called governor of Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, Jagmohan Malhotra, had persuaded the Kashmiri Pandits to leave the Kashmir Valley so that he could punish the Muslims for demanding freedom from India.